Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and this match is huge. We have the Opelousas Draconids taking on the Olivine Ore, and the Olivine Ore have only lost one game so far, so can the Draconids be the one to add the second loss, or are the Olivine Ore going to continue that domination as they start out with Escavalier and Copperaja, whereas it's Altaria and Dracozolt starting out for the Draconids. Altaria immediately going with the Shockwave onto Escavalier. Dracozolt follows that up with a double team. It is going to boost its evasiveness. Now, both these sides are top 4. Olivine sitting first. Opelousas Draconids in 4th. So this is a huge Elite 4 matchup as an Energy Ball from Copperaja onto Dracozolt. Not very effective. Not a bad hit though. And Escavalier does follow it up with a Heat Wave. So it's going to hit both Dragon-type Pokemon. Not very effective on either of them. Still though, keeping on the offensive as Altaria responds with an extreme speed onto Escavalier. Not very effective on the Steel Bug type. As Dracozolt goes for an Energy Ball of its own onto Copperaja, also not very effective. That those Steel types have so many immunities as a Razor Shell from Copperaja onto Dracozolt, back and forth between those two as the Encore does fail from Escavalier, and Altaria is going to boost its speed a great deal here using that agility. It already is the quickest on the field though, so not really necessary, as Dracozolt with the Shore Up is going to restore its health. Should actually get itself pretty close to being at full strength with that Shore Up. Really good play there by Dracozolt, trying to stay in this matchup for as long as it can. There's a Sludge from Copperaja continuing to go for Dracozolt, trying to take it out as the Escavalier follows it up with a triple kick onto the Fossilized Dragon. Getting all 3 hits there, and now Altaria with an Ancient Power has the potential to get all of its stats boosted with that move, as it's not very effective on Copperaja, but it does. Altaria is actually successful, gets a stat boost across the board here on its attacks, defenses, and its speed, as Dracozolt with the Dragon Tail is going to send Copperaja back to the bench. Not very effective again, not a bad hit, but it's Aegislash coming out, and Aegislash in its shield form. See if it's going to switch those stats when it goes into its blade form, as Escavalier does give Aegislash a special defense boost, which will become a special attack boost when it switches forms. But a Shadow Sneak from Altaria onto Escavalier, trying to chip away, but Dracozolt with the Mega Punch follows it up. Not very effective. Escavalier taking so many hits, but Aegislash is going to go for the stance change, so it is going to switch its defensive stats with its offensive stats, and immediately goes for the Blaze Kick now onto Dracozolt. Dracozolt, again, not very effective. These sides with their resistances, as that Mud Shot will not affect Altaria. Now Altaria going for a Steel type move on the Steel type Escavalier. Little damage being done there, but Dracozolt is going to be successful with a Magnarize, allowing itself to levitate over the field with that electromagnetism. But Aegislash now with the triple kick onto Altaria does real little damage, being not very effective on the part Flying type though. And Escavalier with the Spore. This is going to put Dracozolt to sleep. This could be really good if only one Pokemon on the Draconids can be on the offensive. That'll be great for the Steel types, as Altaria with the Struggle Bug will hit both Steel types, so it's going to try and make up for Dracozolt, but unfortunately not very effective attack, sorry. But it is going to lower the special attack of both Steel types as Dracozolt continues to sleep on the field, catching some Shadow there. But Aegislash with the Imprison, we've seen this strategy already used this season by the Olivine Ore, as Escavalier with a Dream Eater after the Spore. Dracozolt holds on. That's actually a really good play though by Escavalier, going for that Dream Eater after putting it to sleep. But we will see the Dragon types struggle here, because they do share the moves with the Steel types. Altaria getting recoil damage, does get a good hit on Escavalier, but they need to take out Aegislash, because it's the one that set up the Imprison, and Aegislash going for the Skull Bash as Dracozolt is still asleep, so it did not get the struggle. And Escavalier now with a defense curl, so it's going to give itself a defensive boost instead of taking the easy target in Dracozolt and eliminating it. But Altaria continues to struggle on the field here. It's going to hit Escavalier, and Escavalier actually holds on. It doesn't look like it should have, but it did. So Escavalier still in this matchup, but Aegislash going for Skull Bash, and the sleeping Dracozolt avoids it, as Escavalier with the dual Wing Beat onto Altaria, and Altaria is able to hold on, but it's going to struggle again, having no moves left. It does go for Escavalier. Escavalier is eliminated, but we know that recoil damage is going to take out Altaria, so Altaria is taking it, and Aegislash, who set up the Imprison, is still on the field. This is perfect for the Olivine Ore starting up this matchup, and Dracozolt has woken up, and it's going to go for a struggle as well. Good hit there on Aegislash, but that recoil damage will take out the Dragon Electric type. Olivine Ore, perfect start this game, as Aegislash with the Calm Mind is going to give itself a special boost there. Fantastic start for the Olivine Ore. The Draconids are going to need to get Aegislash off. All the Steel types will run rampant throughout this match, but it's Salamence and Haxorus coming out from the Draconids. Copperajah coming back onto the field for the Olivine Ore. And Haxorus has that on-nerve ability, so it will make the Olivine Ore not eat their berries, but Salamence with the struggle does go for Aegislash. This is exactly what they need to do. They need to get the Steel Ghost type off, and Haxorus does the same thing. They both get their recoil damage, but Aegislash is an easy target now. One more hit and it will be eliminated. And this is what they need. Otherwise, again, that Imprison will run rampant over the Draconids, as Haxorus does have its special attack lowered, and Salamence avoids the bite and goes for a struggle. It needs to go for Aegislash. It does. Aegislash is eliminated. They are unlocked from the Imprison that Aegislash set up. Salamence does get the recoil damage, but it gets the Moxie boost with its hidden ability. Being the home side, we are in Opelucid City. Haxorus, though, will continue to struggle for this turn, but look for it to go for an attack on the next turn. Copperajah is hit, and that recoil damage on Haxorus. As Copperajah sets up a Misty Terrain, and this is really good. This mist will swirl over the field, and if it goes for Fairy type moves, the Draconids are already weak to the Fairy types, so this could be a really good play by the Olivine Ore as they send Steelix out onto the field now, who has that massive 200 physical defense, and Salamence with the Horn attack onto Copperajah. Great hit for a not very effective move, gets the critical hit, and remember, it has that boosted attack, and its attack base is 135 as Haxorus with the recover does restore all the damage it got from those struggles, as Steelix goes for the laser focus, see if it can go for a one-hit KO move soon, but before that, Copperajah will use the focus energy, so it is going to get pumped, but it is a 4 versus 4 matchup, and Salamence is going to go for a focus blast. This will be super effective, and it goes for Steelix, and it's a one-hit wonder. Steelix with that massive defense is taken out by Salamence, and again that Moxie comes into play, so Salamence gets another attack boost. This is fantastic for the Draconids as they take the lead, and Haxorus with the Thunderbolt. It is a huge play because Copperajah is eliminated as well. There's only 2 Pokemon remaining for the Olivine Ore, as the Draconids are building fantastic momentum. Bishop and Aggron has been sent out as the last 2 Pokemon for the Olivine Ore. Salamence with the double edge, though, immediately onto Bishop. Not very effective, but with those attack boosts, it's a great hit, and Salamence does get the recoil damage, but Haxorus now is going to switch the terrain to the electric terrain, so it's going to get rid of that mist. This is fantastic for the Draconids, doing everything they have to do. The electric current does run across the field, and Bishop with the weather ball. There's no weather to capitalize on. Don't be confused. That terrain will not have a factor in this. Good hit on Salamence still, though, as Aggron with the swagger. It is going to leave Haxorus confused, but before that happens, it will give it an attack boost, and it has an even higher base attack than Salamence with 147, but Salamence now with the dynamic punch onto Bishop. Bishop is eliminated. Aggron is all by itself. This is fantastic. The Draconids are doing what no other side has done this season, and that is show that they can dominate the Olivine Ore. Haxorus is unable to shake off its confusion, though. Huge damage to itself. Aggron going for the recycle. That does fail. And now Salamence with the Forest Curse is going to add the Grass typing to Aggron, making it even weaker to Fire type attacks, as Haxorus again tries to shake off its confusion and is unsuccessful, again doing more damage to itself. Rest from Aggron. Aggron has full health, though, so it does fail, and Salamence with the shift gear. It is a 4 versus 1 battle. I cannot believe the Olivine Ore are in this position, as Salamence gives a speed boost to itself, but more importantly gives an attack boost to itself, and Haxorus with an Aura Sphere. This is going to be super effective. Huge damage, but Aggron holds on from that super effective move and immediately goes for the soft bolt, so it's actually going to restore its health. It knows it has a huge task ahead of it, but it needs to get some eliminations. It's very good at taking down pseudo-legendaries, but Salamence with the Lava Plume hits Haxorus, but it's not very effective on the Dragon type, but it is super effective on Aggron, and Aggron is eliminated. The Opelucid Draconids have done it. They have shown that you can defeat the Steel type Pokemon. A fantastic win for the Dragon types, and this will put them back where they started at the start of this round in 3rd place. The Olivine Ore still 1 win ahead of everyone on the field, so they are still in 1st place, and their next matchup will be against the Sirchester Frost, who are playing the Jubilife Venom in our next matchup. The Opelucid Draconids next round will be facing the Doofer Combats, but again, Jubilife Venom facing the Sirchester Frost in our next matchup. Venom trying to get back into the Masters 8, Sirchester Frost trying to work their way up the leaderboard. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field today. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.